So I think all of you would love to see this chart. So this is how you can choose the right products. So you have identified your skin, whether it's oily skin, dry skin, combination, or sensitive skin. I'm not going into individual brands in this particular webinar because there are hundreds of brands that's available. I'm just touching base on the key ingredients that you need to look when you buy a product. It can be from any brand, a reliable brand which is backed by sound R&D. When you choose a product, look at the composition and choose one of these that is essential for each skin type. So let's touch the normal skin. So normal skin, to cleanse, you need ceramide containing cleansers, and it can be a creamy cleanser. Next, you have to scrub. When you scrub, what we mean is we want to remove dead cells. That is, as I said, the epidermis has 5 layers, and as they mature, the keratinocyte mature and they move, and then the dead cells have to exfoliate for the new cells to come up. So in a normal skin, you can scrub your skin twice a week. But too often scrubbing for a normal skin can make them to shift a normal skin to a dry skin. So it's very important that you maintain this. You can use home-based scrub, just salt. You can use sugar crystals, or it can be any half-ground green dal. But make sure when you use these home-based products, sometimes these green dals, they can take away the oiliness as you scrub as well. Then the normal skin would become a dry skin. So these are specific things that you need to take care when you use home-based products. Then when to tone in a normal skin, you may choose a vitamin C or any coenzymes-based toner. Then a normal skin, we're just trying to make it more supple, so we want to re-establish all this matrix that are present in the dermis. So we want hyaluronic acids, which are normally there, vitamin C, vitamin E. So those are the creams that you will choose. And then you will apply a moisturizer, which also contains antioxidants and vitamins. And then finally, you'll choose a lotion-based sunscreen. So it can be any sunscreen. For our Indian, the sun exposure, and now, as I mentioned, it's a blue light exposure. So it's not just you apply when you go out of your house. From morning 7 a.m. to night 7 a.m. every 3 hours, it's better to reapply the sunscreen. So for a normal skin, you choose a lotion-based sunscreen. Next is for an oily skin. So in an oily skin, the sebaceous active glands are hyperactive. So if it's really hyperactive and you have acne, obviously you need to also take something orally to reduce this activity. But of course, topically, you use a foaming cleanser because most of this foaming cleanser either comes with alpha or beta hydroxy acid. So alpha hydroxy is glycolic. You see that in most of the foamy face washes, or even face washes where it says some, all these, you see variety of this glow face wash, they all contain some of these acids. Beta hydroxy is specifically meant for acne skin. So they contain salicylic acid because it can also reduce inflammation. So as you mentioned, that papules are inflamed skin, sebaceous skin, and so that will work. Then when you choose a toner, you take again a mild acid containing toner. Then because the oil secreting glands are hyperactive, and sometimes in pregnant women we can't give them, or somebody planning for a pregnancy, obviously oral intake is not recommended. And depending on the type of retinoids, so retinoids are meant to reduce inflammation and regularize the cell turnover maturation process of the epidermis. And of course, moisturizers containing the same acid or a niacinamide, and the sunscreen, you will choose a gel-based sunscreen, simply because we don't want the pores to get clogged again. So it's better to use gel-based sunscreen. So basic principle that you would need to remember is, if you have an oily skin or if you have a combination skin, better to go for a gel-based sunscreen. If you have an extremely dry skin, you feel when you wash your face, after that you feel white, and then there is some flakiness, better to use a creamy sunscreen. Then if it's a normal skin and you always had a clear skin, no problem, then you use a lotion, right? Then coming to the dry skin, so obviously your skin is already dry, so you don't want to use cleansers or soaps with a lot of detergents. So it's best to use the creamy cleanser, and don't scrub too often because that will make the skin even more dry. So scrub only once a week. Obviously for oily skin you have to scrub more often because we want to have a regular cell turnover so that the pores are not blocked, remove the clogged pores. So the scrubbing is about 3 to 4 times for an oily skin. For a dry skin, it's about once a week. Then because it's a dry skin, we are trying to hydrate, moisturize. So all the toner, the treating cream, all of them contain hyaluronic acids, glycerin, ceramide, jojoba oil, all these substances which can actually hydrate and moisturize your skin. And then you choose a creamy sunscreen. Combination, of course, so it's more like you try and use, you can err towards the side of the oily skin than a dry skin, because it's more problematic to have an oily skin than a dry skin. So the ingredients will be again a gel cleanser, which is similar, and you use it twice a week. Scrub your face twice a week, not too often as the oily skin, because the dry areas may become too dry. Then of course acid containing toners, retinoids for treatment creams, niacinamide for moisturizer, and then you can again go for a gel based sunscreen, because we have to protect the dry areas and we don't want that to become, the oily areas, we don't want it to become too oily, and dry areas to become too dry. Then in case of sensitive skin, yes, because now the skin barrier function is lost. If you're trying to rebuild the skin barrier function at that particular time, the skin is really going to look angry. So you have to be prepared for it. Then the treatment creams will be different. But by and large, if it's a sensitive skin, we try to choose face wash, creams, everything which are paraben free, phthalates free, acid free. You try, that's very important. So don't scrub your skin, just use something to soothe your skin, something like aloe vera. And of course, if it's extremely sensitive, you might need some mild steroids to actually re-establish the skin barrier function. That's very important. And then you can protect your skin with a creamy sunscreen.